get his cage up around this tomato plant. It's starting to fall over. Get that down in the ground a little more. There we go. And that will help hold it up. We got starting to produce tomatoes. We'll try to keep them up off the ground as much as possible. As that grows, we'll have to come back out and work it up through the cage. I don't remember what brand this is.
I believe that's an Arkansas Traveler.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good tomato. It produces really well.
The better boy varieties have a broader leaf. These Arkansas Travelers have a very narrow leaf.
Yeah, the better boys are generally about that big around. The Arkansas Traveler is a little bit smaller tomato, but it matures faster than the other tomatoes. It's kind of like a fast grower, so let's get that down in there a bit more. There we go. All right, let's keep that going. We got some other stuff out here today, I think you said was ready to harvest.
Yeah, we got some squash right over here.
Oh, do we?
Mm-hmm. And there's some more squash down the line too.
Okay, yeah.
Need a knife?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a knife because I don't want to break it off. Down here. Well, that's a good size squash there because that's going to be tender and soft when you cook it up and everything. You don't want them to get really big.
Yeah, like the zucchini,
we got this morning, which was like a torpedo. And with these box fan blades like that, you have to, especially like with this zucchini here, this is a good size here. You know, that's a good eating size there. They fry up real good when they're tender like that. But the one we had this morning was like this and about that big around.
I got a picture.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the picture on the video.
Okay. That little squash over there, I'm going to let that one grow a little bit more. So you got more coming on here. Okay.
I believe it's
this one here is. I'm going to go ahead and take that one because it's got some damage on the end, but I think we can still eat it. I'll put it out on the thing.
I got to tell you, Terry, we have been blessed this year that the bugs have not wrecked our harvest.
Yeah. But we figured it was going to be bad this year because down here in Arkansas, it's got to be down below freezing in the winter and stay that way for 3 weeks. Got a bunch of them in there before it'll kill most of the bug population. Well, last winter we only had about, at different times it would get down below freezing. That's gonna be difficult to cut. I'll take them all. And they all grew together off of one thing there. And I didn't want to harvest these two, but
well,
we'll take this one down.
They can't be eaten, they can be composted. Yeah. Hey, we can give them to the chickens.
Yeah. Get that one out there.
I'm going to get this sucker off of this tomato real quick. All this rain we got.
Yeah.
Makes all these plants grow so quick. I love the smell of a tomato plant. Love it.
I do too. Roll them too small.
I don't know about the other side. We got some growing on the other side over there.
We'll go look.
This is the one that broke off the big tomato plant. I stuck it in the ground. We're going to try to salvage it.
That's Earl.
Well,
that Earl?
No, Earl's over here. Oh. This is Earl.
Oh, okay.
The big one in the middle. That's a better boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I cracked it off Earl. When I was mowing
last year, we put in this Blackberry Bush.
I got to get on the other side of the sun, though.
Yeah. And it's coming along. I don't know if it's actually going to produce berries this year. We'll find out. Well, yeah, it's producing them now. Yeah. But this is the Blackberry Bush. They'll be ready about end of August. And we just put it in the ground last year and it's grown that much. What we're going to try to do now is just grow it on down the fence. This is a community garden. People that can't get in the fence and don't come in here, they just come down here and eat them if they want to. So.
Oh yeah, these are the miracle ones. These are the ones that Demeter said these will grow.
Yeah.
Out of the compost.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
On it, so it's going to have tomatoes.
I don't know what variety they are, but hey,
they're going to be red tomatoes. I know that. We're going to put them out on the stand.
We'll take them. We'll take them.
Yep. Now let's see what you got over here now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on the other side over here.
That one started. These are cucumbers, right?
I think
yep.
They're either cucumbers or squash. I always forget.
That's cucumbers.
Oh, but those are growing real good.
Yeah.
I've been trying to keep them weaved into the hog wire, but they keep on growing. Like every time it rains, they just keep on coming over into the grass.
Yeah.
So
you have to take them, train them back up on this thing.
You have to weave them like ivy, you know.
Yep. Because they got little tendrils.
Tendrils. That was
Yeah. And they're real fine and hairy, like this one right here. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're really careful, see how this one's grabbed on here?
Yeah.
They reach out and grab. So if we go under here with this one and lightly wrap it around there and not break it off, then tomorrow it should grab a hold like the rest of them and then stay up there.
That is the plan.
Yeah.
I know last year we had a couple of these cucumber plants that grew all the way across the top of the hog wire.
Yeah.
And it was quite pretty.
Yep.
This bed only has this tomato. We got to put another cage around it.
Okay.
Here's our watermelon plants.
Oh yeah.
We got a little one on the other end. There, it hasn't really took off, but this one, it's been doing well.
If it does real well, you should have watermelons in here by the end of August. I don't know what kind that is, but you know, if it's going to produce, it'll produce them by the end of August. So that's another 2 months of growing. So yeah, it'll go all the way down through here. Yeah, keep it in the bed. Ought to be something this big, baby.
We got something?
Nope, got a bunch of flowers, but they ain't producing.
Well, give it time.
They ain't manifested in the squash yet. Yeah, got one here I can put up there. There's another batch up there. Good eating size. This is more cucumbers you got here. Yeah, see where the flowers are, that's where you're going to get the cucumbers. You got a bunch of flowers on that. All the way down that line. So that's going to be full of cucumbers.
Hey, that's a good thing, though. We're going to need these things to come in here pretty soon.
Another good thing, too, we just got set up with the Northeast Arkansas Food Bank. We got our church and our garden registered with that. So we go down there when we order produce, we can get it for 10 cents a pound to put inside the food pantry. But when they said when you come down there, they have produce that they get donated on a daily basis. And the lady told us, she said, if you want produce, we can't guarantee you might get a trailer load of watermelons one day and you might get rutabagas the next day or a mixture. She said, whatever you got, you bring a trailer, we're going to fill you up. You bring a truck, we're going to fill up the truck till you tell us to stop with produce because we get that all growing season. So along with the food bank and what we're doing here, we should be able to keep our produce stand fully stocked all summer long this year.
Not bad for a first little harvest.
Yep. Counting the one you had this morning.
You know, all of those right there still don't make up the volume of that giant zucchini.
Yeah, no. You have to take all them put together to be the same size. This is the other one you want to
that's it. Let me get on the other side of this sunlight real quick. So why are we bending out the bars at the bottom?
So when you push it down the ground, you don't disturb the roots of the plant. Get that down as far as we can. Yeah. And when the wind blows, that gives it more stability, so it won't blow over. I get it gently.
See, that's what happened to Earl.
Yeah.
Just barely touched Earl and it popped.
We're generally supposed to put these in at the time you put the plants in, but we're falling a little behind because we've been really busy.
You know, I think a lot of the reason why some of these plants haven't really matured as big as we wish they were, because we did put these plants in at a pretty reasonable time of the year, is like right after we put everything in, it got 95 degrees for like a week and a half. And
but the ones you got on the trellis,
for some reason, we don't know what we did back here, why this back here turned out so much more robust.
Yeah. Well, I think they're different species than these others over here.
Well, no, the ones on the end are...
Some of them I started.
Yeah, these are the ones you started.
These are the ones I started, and they were a lot smaller when these were already this tall.
The ones on the end of the Arkansas Travelers were the ones in the middle of the Better Boys.
Right.
But they all just like...
Yeah, these are the ones I started on the windowsill.
Yeah.
You know, back in
March. These are.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, this way you have a good succession. Because when those get done producing, these will just start producing.
Right.
So you'll have a good succession and keep stuff going that way.
And we got a little bit of empty space still left, so we can still put some more stuff in.
We got plenty of still growing season left over, so we decide what we're going to put in there.
And I got some beans I got to transplant over here. Maybe that'll take off.
All right. Well, I'm going to gather up our harvest into my little pouch.
Little kangaroo pouch.
Kangaroo top. Take it over. We got a donation of bread today over from the bread store today, so we'll put this. This is for your chickens. And we'll put this on the stand along with the bread we got donated today. And then Tuesday we're picking up our load from the food bank. So we should have a full produce stand stocked completely full. And then Thursday next week we're having the grand opening for the building and a new food pantry. So, you know, everything's going well here in Arkansas today at the Pagan Gardener. Modest harvest, but we got more coming in. So y'all stay tuned. Check in on what we're doing here.
I think we got about 660 something subscribers now, don't we?
Yeah, I think that's what we got. 667, something like that. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So you really want to help us out. Send these videos to all your friends out there and ask them to subscribe to us. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And then we get monetized, and then we get more money coming into the food pantry and stuff like that. So if you haven't done it already, hit that subscription button and tell all your friends to go out there and look at what we're doing, how we're helping feed our community, low-income families, the elderly in our area, with a little community garden here, and spread the word. You know, if you're hungry, come to Southern Baptist Church Wicca, come to the Pagan Gardener. We'll get you set up. Till next time, blessed be.